Mm. Mm. A frosty blue moon with a fresh orange squeeze into it. Get out of town. Like, honestly, I'm already angry. Also, tomorrow, when you're watching this video, it will have been yesterday, but tomorrow is my birthday. Of course. I mean, why not make my birthday the hottest day of the year so far? 95 degrees. You shut your dirty mouth, Manhattan. What do you think you're doing? So we're gonna try to stay as cool as possible. We're gonna see Top Gun 2, which I'm so excited for. And then Randy and I are just gonna bop around, go out to dinner, just try to stay as cool as we possibly can. Guys, when I tell you that I need my hair to be the shortest it's ever been when it's this hot out, I'm not joking around, okay? So I went back to my hairstylist. If you're ever in Manhattan and you need a fabulous cut, look no further than Chad at Gleam Salon on the Upper West Side. So I went into him and I was like, listen, I know you just cut my hair, but I need it shorter because I'm sweating my ass off. He's like, I totally get it. I whipped out a picture of Emma Watson, you know, when she had her really, really short hair. This is what we're going for. And he was like, got it, let's go. I feel like this haircut is sort of a combination of like Mia Farrow, Audrey Hepburn, and that Emma Watson haircut. Okay, so these are all my favorites from the month of May and one fail, so stay tuned to the end because again, it's kind of a doozy and yeah, it's a little bit of a disappointment. When I say a little bit, I mean a lot. Pins and needs, what is it? But first I wanna tell you about the stuff that rose to the top for me that is just like cream of the crop, run, do not walk situations. Everything I talk about here today, as always, is going to be linked down below in the description box. Those are affiliate links, and if you shop through my links, I do get a little bit of a commission, so thank you in advance. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let's get into it. I've heard so many great things about this. This is the Beauty Pie Uber Youth Neck and Chest Super Lift Serum Spray. People have raved about this. I think this is one of their best-selling products. So the way this is described on the website is a neck and chest firming cream in a spray-on serum. So it has 5% niacinamide to brighten and lighten the look of sun and age spots while supporting the skin's natural barrier, 4% Ideal Lift peptides to fight the visible effects of gravity. Wow, I am not gonna know how to pronounce these things, but oligogeline to help boost and lift, and quijaline to improve skin firmness and elasticity. I was a little skeptical about this, you know, like a neck and chest spray, like is that really gonna do anything? But I've been using it every single day right out of the shower. This has 4.5 stars and 794 reviews on Beauty Pie. I am so impressed. Like my neck and chest are truly smoother because of this product. Sometimes I'll put a moisturizer over it and sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll just use this. Especially in the summertime, I try to kind of like rein it in terms of like thick moisturizers on my neck and chest because sometimes I get breakouts and it's not cute. I just look in the mirror after using it consistently and I'm like, I can actually see a difference in the smoothness up my neck and chest, and I just see fewer lines. I'm gonna get that tech neck, you know what I mean? Like I am 100%, you know, pitching my head forward, looking at my phone. I always try to correct it when I realize it, but like there's some lines there, okay? We're trying to keep those at bay. So this is a really, really great product. Again, if you're not a Beauty Pie member, I don't know what you're doing with your life or your choices. So I always have a code of Beauty Pie. It is Cate sent me and it'll get you $10 off of your membership. I always tell people, just give it a whirl because you're probably gonna be into it. I could drink this like water. I could. Next product is like a cult favorite. I've been hearing about this for so long. I know this is one of Michelle Wong's favorite products and I think it's her favorite primer. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base Priming Moisturizer. I had a sample of this, like a deluxe sample, and I loved it. What's great about this is it really is like skincare and a primer in one. So it just preps the face beautifully. Every single foundation I've used with this has gone on gorgeously, including today. I'm wearing the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation, which I can't put down. It has vitamins B, C, and E. It has hyaluronic acid, squalane, shea butter, It has grapefruit and geranium. Like, it just has so many great things in it, and it does have a little bit of a scent. I love it. It's a very, almost like a very light, fresh citrus scent. I just feel like this is one of the best hydrating primers on the market. Not only is it going to improve your skin, but your makeup's going to glide on. Primers are not something that I'm really in the market to buy. I have enough primers. I have enough primers that I love. So it was really saying something that I decided to go in on this and spend, what was it? I guess like $64. Not sorry, worth it. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to makeup, and I have to mention this Fit Glow concealer because I'm adding it to my favorite concealer collection. So I was turned on to this, of course, by State of Cate, because I did not even know that Fit Glow was a thing until Cate. This is called Conceal Plus, and it is a vitamin K powered full coverage phyto concealer that camouflages impurities. So this really is a proper full coverage concealer, and I'm a little surprised that I like it. But you know, when I think about it, I have a few full coverage concealers that I love, like my Mcgrath Concealer. I feel like as long as a product performs well and I can sheer it out, I'm not going to have an issue with the fact that something is full coverage. I feel like I can really work with this, and the thing I love about it is it really stays where you put it. It is a little bit tacky, there's a stickiness to it, but I actually don't mind that. It sets down beautifully, like after I blend it out and put powder over it. And yeah, it doesn't move around. I'm in the shade C2, which is a perfect match for me, so if you're similar to my skin tone, that might be helpful for you. It has a plant-powered blend of phytoelastin, organic green tea, vitamin K, and licorice root that diminishes the look of blemishes, pigmentation, and fine lines, leaving skin stronger and smoother. So again, another makeup product that has some skincare elements to it, which I always think is great. It's super, super creamy. I put it underneath my eye. You can see how brightening that was. And I also love to use a little bit of this around my nose because I definitely have some, you know, imperfections, some broken capillaries and things like that. This is just a fantastic concealer. And I know Fit Glow isn't a company that everyone's talking about, but I have found some absolute favorites with them. So definitely check them out. Moving on to bronzers. This is a little overwhelming. Okay, I have two cream bronzers that I want to talk about. First one is something that I'm a little bit late to the game on. This is the Westminite Face Trace Contour Stick. I've heard so many people talk about this. I have it in the shade Biscuit. I'm just gonna swatch this on my arm for you. It is so incredibly creamy. I mean, you barely have to press this down and it just immediately transfers to the skin. It blends like a dream. You're not gonna get a lot of like overly warm tones with this, and I know that's a lot of people's concerns who have you know, really pale skin. I think it was actually Danielle on Our Time of the Month who was the person who really made me buy this. She could not stop talking about it. She used it on camera. It just like blended in the blink of an eye. I'm loving this. I mean, I needed another cream bronzer, like I needed a hole in the head, but people were not wrong. This is a phenomenal contour and bronzing stick. All right, I need a drum roll, please, because this freaking cream bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury can have its way with me. It really can. This beautiful skin sun-kissed glow bronzer, I have it in the lightest shade, is so incredibly gorgeous. I have it on my face today. I have it on my, you know, up here on my forehead, my temples, my cheekbones, and my chin, my nose. It just blends beautifully. These are, I don't want to say they're similar because the tones are actually quite different. This is a little bit, you can see, this is a little bit on the warmer side. I don't mind that. I like having a nice sort of like neutral bronzer. Like I said, this is a beautiful cool tone, and that's really important to some people. I think this is a really nice combination of not too cool, not too warm. I mean, I am, you know, a pale skinned person, and it blended out gorgeously on my skin. Now, I always like to point out what I have on. I do have the Fenty body sauce on, my décolleté, just because it's, you know, it's summertime, it's a bronzy look, and it really brings everything together. But everything about this bronzer is like a run, do not walk. This packaging is incredible. Okay, so now I'm moving on to two one and done shadows that I discovered this month, and I'm obsessed. And they're both kind of surprises because they're both cool tone shadows. They're a tough sell with me. I like to keep my eyes bright. I like to keep that area light and bright. I just personally, this is my personal preference for my face, but I often feel like when I put darker colors or like, you know, kind of like grayish taupey colors on my eyes, depending on the product and the tone, it's not always the most flattering. I feel like it makes my eyes look sunken. It makes me feel a little bit older. That is not the case with these, and I'm so excited to show you, well, first of all, what I have on my eyes right now. This is the Jones Road Just a Sec eyeshadow in the shade Pewter. This is a very Michelle Wong recommendation heavy video because this was also a recommendation from her, and I know she just featured it in her latest favorite one and done eyeshadow. So definitely check that video out because she swatches everything. I have it on my eyes today and it is so incredibly light. I love it. It's a real small jar, so I use my ring finger to just dip in here. I recently saw an old performance of the Chicks, and Natalie Maines had the most gorgeous makeup on I think I've ever seen in my life. She had on something very similar to this. It was just like just shimmery. It's giving me a chill down my spine imagining it, but like this shimmery, sort of taupey, sort of purpley, but not quite shade. It made my eyes pop out of my freaking head. So I've been trying to track down something very similar, and this is definitely like in that category. I just love how easy this is to apply. Oh, it's so creamy. There, I put a little bit more of the product on to see if you could kind of like pick up what the shift looks like on this. This is one of the only ways I would probably reach for a cool tone shadow. The other product I want to talk about is a very similar shade. So this is the Phytosurgeons Flash Fluorescence cream shadow in the shade Chilled Cherry. These are actually very, very different formulas, and this is a little bit more pigmented than the Jones Road. I wore this in a recent video and I got so many comments from so many people saying, oh my God, that eyeshadow made your eyes pop. There we have the Phytosurgeons. You can see it's definitely, again, a lot more pigmented. Oh my God, it's so gorgeous. So this is the Phytosurgeons finger and this is the Jones Road finger. You can see the Jones Road definitely has more shimmer to it and a little bit more like silveriness to it. This really is just, this is probably closer to that eyeshadow, that Natalie Maines eyeshadow that I've been trying to find. So yeah, there are two gorgeous one and done cool toned eyeshadow options for you guys. Okay, so next I have to mention the Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow in her new shade Pink Moon. This is what I have on my cheeks today. I'm not surprised that I love it because I already knew that I loved this product in the shade Crystal Nebula. Now she has Pink Moon, which is truly, truly beautiful and I think will really suit people who have pale skin. So I'm just gonna swatch Pink Moon for you and just show you what this looks like. Like, look at how very similar to my skin tone that is. It's just this beautiful baby pink shade that picks up the light in a way you wouldn't believe. I am going to show you what this is like next to Crystal Nebula just so you can see the difference. They're both beautiful. This is a lot of product, by the way. Like, damn, I really just decided to put a lot of money on my hand, I guess. This is Crystal Nebula. You can tell it's a little bit more, it looks really golden right now next to Pink Moon, but it's really not. It's really not. It just has a little bit more warmth to it, a little bit more of a champagne quality. And well, you can see the difference. If I had to choose, I'd probably choose Pink Moon because I love anything with that sort of like pinky reflect, but they're both absolutely stunning. I'm just gonna take the extra and just slather my décolleté. Okay, so I know I never talk about fragrances. It's really because I just don't have that many in rotation. I usually have like a couple. This I have to talk about. This is the MAC Turquatic, and this is not new, okay? I've known about this for years. I was obsessed with this years ago and I completely forgot about it, and then I revisited the MAC counter recently, picked this up again, smelled it, and I was like, oh my God, I need this in my life again. So I'm gonna read the notes to you from the website because I'm terrible at trying to explain perfume notes. This says it's featuring anemone, whatever. Lotus, orris, and Corsican blue cedar. Gives me a chill down my spine. We have made it to the fail. Just want to preface this by saying this product is something that I really, I can't even say I gave it the old college try because I did more than give this product the old college try. I'm talking about the Jones Road What the Foundation. I know I'm going to get comments saying, Kate, but you just did a video about this and you said you loved it. I don't understand. I know. I'm disappointed myself. I really did love the finish on this product. I loved that it just made my skin look, especially when I did like a very no makeup look, one of the first times I wore it. That's basically all I wore, which is some cream blush and some mascara, and it looked like I had just had the most gorgeous day at the spa. It truly did. That's what made me get so excited about it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this different ways. I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna fold this in, you know, to my makeup routine. While there were so many things about it that I thought were lovely, like the finish, I like the fact that there's skincare in it. I like that it's a no makeup foundation. Some subscriber used the word precious about this product, and I do not think there's a better word. It is so precious. It's like you have to wear it basically by itself, because I found that if I put anything on underneath it, it was just way too greasy. Like, it wasn't even an option. When I really started thinking about it, I love my skincare. I love my primers. I love, you know, the routine that I have going. So the thought that I literally just have to take out all of my skincare, take that out of the equation, and just use that foundation just felt, again, a little bit limiting. And then there's been all this talk about like the separation of the product, which I didn't experience. I went to a Credo store and actually got the product myself. I got 2 of the foundations because that's how much I went in on this. So I didn't experience that separation at first, but a few days ago, I checked one of the containers and sure enough, it was separating. There's like a pool of oil on one side of the foundation. So then I was like, okay, well, I guess, all right, I have to mix it. Fine, I'll mix it every time I use it. Do you see how I was like making all of these allowances for it? They were just like building up and building up. The oil separation thing was kind of the last straw for me, where I was like, you know what? I don't want to have to do all of this to use a foundation. Obviously, this is my job, so I have like an inordinate amount of foundations and many, many foundations that I absolutely love and take little to no effort to apply flawlessly. So I really had to ask myself, with all that being said, am I going to be reaching for this? No, I don't think I am. Also, it takes up a lot of space. Like, I had 2 of the foundations because the mixture of the 2 shades was really my best shade match. I'm like, where the hell am I gonna keep this? I don't even have room to keep myself in here. All right, guys, so that wraps up my May favorites and 1 fail. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are enjoying my content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button. You guys are the best. Please stay safe out there, and cheers till next time. Bye.